like it's like letting it go is like the same thing when I let boxing, jiu-jitsu, just like I was like, there's other people doing it, and I was like, just at this point in time, like growing up, I was like, I was good at a lot of shit. It was just, but I didn't have any backing behind me. I mean, shout out to my Uncle Jay. Shout out to my Uncle Jay for always, I mean, like, yo, I made some songs. I showed the songs how dope it could be, and he was proud of me. And I was after that, I was like, I'm cool. As long as my uncle was nodding his head, just said, you might as well say be the kid. He's on the list, or some shit like that, right? Right. And then I just proved him right. It was like, look, I can spit. Your nephew, your son can make music, and we make good music. And it just stopped it because this shit's over fucking crowded, it's over polluted. It's not like
saturated.
It's oversaturated. It's not like a thing where it's like the gifted rise to the top. It's like
it's not anymore. Bro. It's not.
Fuck that shit. And I was like, when I looked at that and I figured that out, and I was like, yeah, well, fuck the world. You don't need to hear my shit. God damn it, I know what I can goddamn do. And I walk away from it. I'm like, I'm gonna do something else.
Right. And that actually segues into my music career as well, where I was really doing the legwork, guys. Like I was releasing project after project after project, putting out music videos, all that type of shit, right? And here's like shout out to Patrice O'Neal. He said I was funny until I got into the comedy business. Because, and the reason why he says that is because you think that as you're funny? You like to tell jokes? Well, you just want to make people laugh, right? Is that what you want to do? Fucks no, nigga. That's not what it fucking is, dude.
Got him.
That's not what it fucking is. Once you get into the business side of whatever your passion may be, that's the deciding factor. I had this conversation with, shout out to Ray Ellie again. We were having a conversation in the kitchen one day, you know. We came over to our parents' place and we're just chopping it up. He just gotten back from New York. And
you just got back from New York.
Okay, yeah. And yeah, so we had this conversation where, see, I'm the type of person, this is the reason why I actually started with an art degree in college. I was gonna do excuse me. I was going to do art for video games and things like that, like character design, level design, shit like that. And yeah, exactly. It was stupid. And but I started to realize about 3 months in, sorry, I swallowed my spit. I started to realize about 3 months in that when you're just drawing still lifes all the time, like you have a project where you have to do like okay, by Friday you need to have 10 still lifes done of random objects around your house. Once it became a job, I immediately started to lose passion for it because as an artist, exactly. As an artist, there's like you have like your artistic integrity where you basically just have to allow the creative juices to flow to create something, right? And then after it's released, then there's a subjective aspect of people fuck with it or not. So I was making this music and I was trying to establish myself as having a very different sound, a very different flow, a very different message. I would put words together that literally are almost fucking impossible to stack behind each other.
Back.
But almost impossible to stack behind each other and then just force myself to do it because I'm just like, I don't want to be imitatable, right? But here's the fucking problem with that. This is a conversation I had with him where my brother was just like, is this something you really want? And I'm just like, yeah, but I want to do it on my own terms. And he's just like, then you shouldn't be in this business because you're going to have to go along to get along. You're gonna have to do what the mainstream dictates you do until you reach a certain point, and then you can release your creative stuff once you've established yourself under the mainstream sound. And I literally sat with it for months. I didn't make music at all after that conversation, and I really thought about it. And I even had to come to him just like, I don't know. If this is what it is, I don't know if I want to rap anymore. You know what I mean? Because when I create a song, I'm giving you a piece of me. I'm giving you a piece of me in a way that I'm trying to make entertaining for you. So the halfway point is to make music that sounds mainstream, but just say what you want to say, right? So I transitioned to that. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give this shit a try, right? I didn't fuck with it. I still don't fuck with it. You know what I mean? Like the songs I released were quote unquote good on paper, but I didn't have any like soul behind it. You know what I mean? I was trying to put a square peg into a round hole. And that's the reason why like in the past like year, past year and a half, I probably only made like 6 songs or something like that. And it's because like the passion isn't there anymore. So for me, it's like, I don't know, because now I understand like the marketing aspect, like I got people in my corner, like all types of shit like that. If I really want to keep pursuing it and put money into it, I could probably make it because I have the skill set. I have the, like, whatever. But should I let it go because I feel like I'm lying to myself? You know what I mean? Like I feel like a phony. I feel like I'm fake. Like I'm just like I have to wear the same fucking. I have to wear a gold chain and like look like fucking A$AP Rocky or some shit, and then like have that image to fucking fit in with everybody else. So shout out to Joyner Lucas, who basically he's doing things the way I wanted to do it, but because of his super fast rapping style, I was trying to like, you know, like mix up slow and fast or whatever, but because it was and he did covers. That was the secret to his fucking success, is he would do covers on other people's beats and then remix it with some crazy fucking lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And that was enough to get him the fame to be able to like get the attention to where he didn't even necessarily have to do so many songs where he had to conform, but he did have those songs. If you listen to his albums, he definitely had those songs. But those aren't the ones I listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a fuck about mainstream sound. I don't give a fuck about what's popping right now. I give a fuck about the art form. I give a fuck about lyrics. I give a fuck about, are you different? What are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm so fucking selective about that shit. So I can totally relate to where you just reach this fork in the road where it's just like, I could do this, but should I? You know what I mean? Am I gonna be able to sleep at the end of the night? But you know, there's the phrase that goes, would you rather cry in a Honda or cry in a Bentley? You know what I'm saying? So it really just comes down to it. But the problem with the art industry is that like, you're either all in or you're not in. That's why Hopsin ran into that issue where he would release a project, disappear for a year, and then his fan base would decrease, then come back, release a project, disappear for another year or two. And then like, and he even talked about it. He said, because I wasn't all in, I'm not as big as I probably should be because my fan base was expecting something and I just didn't deliver.